Hi and welcome to D Up Gaming Podcast episode 20. My name is Jeff and joining me is my co-host Jesse.
Hi there.
We have a very jam-packed episode this week. This is episode 20. This is our E3 conferences recap. We're going to skip what you're playing from Jassy this week. Sorry, Jassy.
Okay. No problem.
We'll jump right into it. Let's get started.
All right.
The third conference was Bethesda at 6:30 p.m. Pacific on Sunday. Started out with a dig at Walmart Canada.
Yep.
About Rage 2.
They started it, right?
They started it. Actually, before all that, there's Andrew WK, Rockstar, that came out.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know?
No, I've heard of him.
Okay.
It's been a while, though.
Okay.
Late 90s, maybe early 2000s.
Man, do I feel bad for him.
Oh.
You look at the reaction of the crowd.
Yeah.
Nobody was impressed. They gave him nothing, man.
Yeah.
Oh, my
They tried to do that.
Yeah. And then developers came out and said that was the perfect soundtrack for Rage 2. The gameplay showed off was in-engine, pre-alpha footage. What did you think of it?
It looks smooth. You can definitely tell the id Software shooting mechanics were there. The way they kind of moved around the enemies quickly and the different weapons and kind of their effect on the enemies, the way you can take out multiple enemies at once. Really good.
They brought up this thing which I think is really cool. They say if you see it, you can drive it. So every vehicle in the game, if you see it, jump right in.
Nice.
Yeah. Mentioned a seamless open world, so they're gonna try to have no loading screens in the whole game.
Okay. Well, different than the first one, because the first one was there was an open world where you drove your cars, but then there would be a part where you had to get out and get into these sections where it became more of a shooter, even though you could get out of your car in the open world where you're driving, but that's where a lot of the enemies and missions were. Yeah. And then it would be a loading screen at that point.
They showed off some cool moves. Ground pound. They showed off a really quick slide, and person had a boomerang as well.
Yes, I remember that one for the first one as well.
What does it do?
Usually, basically, to hit switches. I remember that. It's to kind of solve puzzles and stuff. Yeah, you can use it on enemies, and I think it came back to you. Well, obviously, it's the boomerang.
From there, they moved on to Elder Scrolls Legends, which is their card game, relaunching, coming to PS4, Xbox One, and Switch later. It was on PC, Android, iOS that same day. Do we care?
Wasn't it originally on PC? You said relaunching, so right?
You said relaunching, yes.
Yeah, so okay.
Taking it down.
I was sworn it was on PC before. Yeah, interesting. I've heard it's pretty good, as far as card games go.
After that, Elder Scrolls Online Somerset. They said that they have 11 million players on ESO. 1 million new players last year. That's very good.
Strong, huh?
It's very good for a MMO that deep.
Right.
It's been 4 years maybe around.
Yeah, something like that.
Having 1 million new players in 1 year.
That's the thing with a lot of these MMOs. They have these big groupings, but you never really hear much about them because unless they're coming out with like something like this new DLC, they kind of go under the radar. Not really talked about, even though they have these massive fan bases that still play them.
They're gonna have a dungeon DLC, Wolf Hunter, and they're gonna release story DLC later on. ESO is something I wanted to try.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's better than most MMOs, and there's no subscription, but I feel like it's still a lot. There's a lot of DLC I have to purchase to catch up with everything.
Right.
And by this time, everybody's way ahead. So you never know when to jump into a MMO. It feels It feels like there's no good time other than.
I've heard WoW does a really good job. If you pretty much buy the next one,
you get a maxed out character, I think, immediately.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Something like that, and then you can kind of grind up to the next level for that deal.
In terms of the lore, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
where do I begin? I don't even know.
Yeah.
So, Doom Eternal. How about that? Doom 2. Sequel to the Doom, 2016.
Only that?
17?
Seems longer. No, I'm thinking.
They said there's twice as many demons as the first game. There will be gameplay premiere at QuakeCon in August. Did you like the first one? You liked the first one?
Oh yeah, love the first one. Yeah, it was really great blending, I think, of modern shooter with classic, because it felt like old school Doom, but it just played like a modern shooter.
Did you play?
Really love the weapons.
Yeah. Did you play Quake? Champions.
Yeah. Oh, Champions. No. No, I haven't played that.
Well, that's free now. And if you download it, the week of the conference, you're going to keep playing after the trial. They did mention that Quake is the first esport before all the televised and all the internet games. They wanted to make sure that people know Quake is the first esport. People
I would say the competitive.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that makes it esport. Yeah. I wouldn't say it was called esports back then.
Yeah, it
so
wasn't.
Definitely.
Nope.
Yeah.
Competitive play.
Competitive play. Yeah.
Showed off Prey after that. 3 new game modes for free. New story, survival, new game plus. They mentioned a new endless mode called Moon Crash. Right. They're gonna have AI to make sure that each run is unique. Yeah, and
with the whole mimic system, I guess.
Yeah. The last one, it's the exciting one. Typhon Hunter is the one they said. Asymmetric gameplay where 5 players play mimics after one player who's playing the characters.
I think that's cool because it really ties into the game itself. Because as far as I know, in the game, you can transfer into different objects to kind of hide in the environment, as well as there's these aliens that can do the same thing. And so to take that from the AI and just put human players into that situation, and you're walking around, you're not sure what's what.
That sounds freaky.
Yeah. You shoot this thing and then realize it's another guy to the left that just came out and came.
I would hate to be a player in that game. I would like to
you'd be panicking.
The human. I would like to be one of the mimics. Yeah,
panicking.
I wonder if you can talk to them too. Just trash talk the whole time. Just like, where am I?
Where am I? Oh, getting warmer.
I can see you trolling like that.
If you could do that.
Yeah. Wolfenstein 2 talked about Young Blood DLC, where you play as BJ's twin daughters. It's got co-op gameplay. The whole audience went wild when they said that.
Oh yeah, more DLC because the first one had Old Blood as its DLC, and this one's Young Blood.
Yeah.
Co-op? Co-op shooters is always something different because there's not too many of them.
After that, they showed off VR, something you're interested in might be. Praise, Typhon Hunter, and a special single player experience will be played in VR. Wolfenstein Cyberpilot, in which you play as a hacker.
I guess I missed that part.
Okay. After that, Todd Howard came on stage, gave us a few minutes of a teenager analogy for E3. That was classic. What's after that is probably the highlight of the show. The trolling of putting Skyrim on Alexa, on your mobile phone, and
I thought that was fake.
Your refrigerator.
The fact that it's actually real.
It's real?
Yes. Yeah. Apparently someone played it there. They actually made it. I don't know if they're gonna make it for the public, but
they made a thing
made for Alexa. Special edition. I thought it was purely fake. It might be one of those things I don't know if it's ever gonna come to market, but it was playable at E3.
I love it. Everybody talked about how they're just milking the crap out of Skyrim, and they made fun of that. They put fun of themselves with that.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I always love something like that.
It's on everything.
Right after is what people went there for. Fallout 4, coming out November 14th, showed off a lot of stuff. Set in West Virginia, 4 times as big as Fallout 76. Same trailer they showed at the Xbox conference.
Oh, I think you get it.
And then after that, they showed more.
Fallout 76 is 4 times.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Bigger than
Fallout 4. 4 times as big as Fallout 4. They showed off the same trailer. That's the one they showed off in the Xbox, which I'm not happy about. 76 is one of the first vaults ever built. After 25 years underground, you're waiting for Reclamation Day when you go back into the Earth's surface. Did you play the other ones?
Yes, I played 3 and 4 and New Vegas. I haven't played the old school ones.
Yeah. I am very excited about this one. Of course, entirely online. Game can be played solo or co-op. I'm always excited when there's a co-op mode involved. Every person and character in that game will be real, as in will be players. You can build whatever you want. You can actually set walls and everything. Is that how you did in Fallout 4 as well?
Oh, Fallout 4? Yeah. You can build your base out of different types of material. Yeah. You have to go out the world and collect some things.
Yeah.
And then so you'll have metal or wood or I think concrete. And then you kind of build it up and shape it. It was a really interesting mechanic. You'd have people coming to try and invade your base constantly. So you had to build up like walls and put up, say, turrets.
Yeah.
And also it helped with the morale of the people there, which would give you like then extra equipment and boosts.
Yes.
You'd get new vendors to come in because your settlement everyone was happy and it was really big. So like they'd come and have better gear. So it was cool.
Even after saying the game can be played with a bunch of friends,
Yes.
they dropped another bomb, literally, saying that they have the nuclear missiles and they let players do whatever they want with it.
Yeah.
I think how you get the codes is very cool because you're gonna have to go around collecting codes. Alright, chances are you can't do that all by yourself, so you need some kind of teaming up mechanic. Not mechanic, but you're gonna have to do some kind of teaming up.
Oh yeah.
And some negotiations.
I feel with that mechanic is definitely going to get abused. There's going to be this hardcore team that's going to come in.
Yeah, wreck every server.
Yes. That'll be their sole job, is just to do that.
Hey, if they're that dedicated, they deserve it. The beta test sign up was available right away. The collector's edition they showed off with a glow-in-the-dark map with a bunch of little figurines that you can put on the back. What's your excitement for Fallout 76?
I'm still a little skeptical. I want to see more gameplay, but yeah, I'm excited.
Sign up for the beta yet?
No,
I
haven't. Once I play that, I think then I'll decide whether or not I'll get it.
Right after that, they said Fallout Shelter will be released on PS4 and on the Switch.
Yes.
My initial reaction is, why?
Well, it was on Xbox One.
Yeah, but who is dying to play this on a console?
That's true. It's
not
more
on a phone or
mobile friendly, kind of constantly playing type of game.
Yeah,
right?
Makes sense with the Switch because you have a nice touchscreen. But who is dying to play that on a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One? It makes no sense to me.
Yeah. Well, it's free to play, so
it is free to play. It's just weird that they decide to do that. Elder Scrolls Blades coming out fall 2018. It's a first-person RPG on the phones. You can play the whole thing in portrait mode. Has a town building mode that lets your friend visit you. You can play the whole thing on VR, consoles, and phones. All of that will be connected.
I think it's cool the fact that you can play it on the different devices like VR, console, and phone, so you can get a different experience and carry it through all those different ways of playing. From what I've seen, it looks pretty basic, but
maybe they're working on a bit some more.
Yeah. Maybe the idea is the lore of
Elder Scrolls.
Elder Scrolls.
It looks good for a mobile game, for sure. Yeah, I'm not a fan of mobile games always. I'm going to keep saying that. But yeah, I'm always excited to see different types of mobile games.
Right.
Hopefully one of them will capture me. To end the show, they closed it off with 2 titles that they're working on. First one is Starfield, which is a sci-fi game.
Yes.
They call it a brand new next-generation single-player game, a brand new IP. Sci-fi is your thing. Probably.
What I've heard from a while back before this, and the fact that they announced it, it's pretty much the sci-fi version of Fallout and Elder Scrolls.
Which is gonna be awesome, man.
Yeah, in space, and you'll have a ship. So I'm interested. I'm gonna see where that goes.
The last one, long time coming, Elder Scrolls 6. Finally announced with the trailer. Short, I think like a minute trailer.
Oh yeah.
Nothing showed really other than cool environments. Yeah.
I mean,
that's all people need.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, exactly. I think that's all anyone wanted to know for sure that it's coming, because they've been asking for it, but it hasn't shown up or anything.
Overall thoughts on the Bethesda conference?
Bethesda they had some good games. I didn't think they showed everything in the best light.
They have good games and they have details about these things, but pacing is terrible with these things.
Kind of all over the place.
Yeah. And they also gave us probably the cringiest moment on E3. It's the two developers, Avalanche and the other guy, just standing there just blank.
That's the thing when you get developers, like they're not on-air personalities, and ask them to speak in these big conferences. Like
there's only a certain few that are really good at it.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please click like and drop a comment below. Hit subscribe and the bell next to it to stay up to date with our content. Our full podcast is on iTunes and Anchor. The link is in the description below. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at @D_up_gaming. This is Jeff signing off from D Up Gaming. We'll see you next time.